Okay, now first of all we discussed closure property of addition and subtraction of integers. Now let us start with second property of addition and subtraction of integers, that is called commutative property. Commutative property. This property also you have earlier studied for whole numbers. Today we will study it for integers. Okay, what is the meaning of commutative? Is to switch or exchange. So what is the commutative property? Okay, any operation, as I told you earlier, addition, subtraction, multiplication, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, all are mathematical operations. A mathematical operation is said to be commutative if it can be applied. It stands for if and only if, means the condition is very strict. So in that case we'll write IFF. An operation is said to be commutative if and only if it can be applied on two operands in any order. Okay, what are operands on which you are doing an operation? Okay, operation, you know, addition, subtraction are operations. What are operands on which you are doing that operation? So here 3 and 2 are operands and this is operation. So what does it say? That addition would be said to follow commutative property if it can be applied in any order. Okay, let us make the similar table for addition and subtraction also for commutative property. Okay, this is addition, this is subtraction. Let us discuss for whole numbers as well as integers. W set of whole numbers, Z set of integers. Okay, let us start with whole numbers first. Addition, whole numbers. Let us try to fill this place. Okay, I have taken two whole numbers, I have added it, result is 5. I have switched it. I am trying to add it in any order. If I make it 2 plus 3, then also result comes to be same. Let us take another example. 6 plus 8 gives you 14 and 8 plus 6 also gives you 14. You take two more examples by yourself. So you will see that whenever you add two whole numbers or two whole numbers can be added in any order. You do a plus b, it is similar as b plus a, where a and b are whole numbers. So we'll say addition is commutative for whole numbers. Now let us check whether subtraction is commutative for whole numbers or not. 3 minus 2 and 2 minus 3. Now we are not concerned about that it belongs to some particular set or not. That was for closure property. We want same result over here. 3 minus 2 gives you 1, 2 minus 3 gives you -1. So in the first example it is clear that a minus b is not equal to b minus a. So therefore subtraction is not commutative for whole numbers. Now let us check for integers. Okay, let us take two integers and try to add those integers. Although the whole numbers are also integers, let us take one positive and one negative number. Okay, let us take -5 plus, both the negative, let us take -7. Two integers, I am trying to add it. Okay, -5 plus -7, -5 plus -7. Both the numbers are negative, we will add it and the result would be -12. Now let us try to add it in another order, or let us change it. So it will become -7 plus -5. Now again let us try to add it. -7 plus -5. 7 and 5, 12, and sign would be negative. So therefore, two numbers or two integers can be added in any order and the result you are getting same. So therefore, you can say that addition is commutative for integers. You can take two more examples by yourself. Okay, now let us make it subtraction. Let us do subtraction operation and check whether it is commutative or not. Both the numbers are negative. When you open the bracket, it becomes positive. One number is positive, one number is negative. You will take the difference. Difference comes out to be 2. Sign of bigger number, answer is plus 2. Open the bracket, it becomes plus 5. Taking the difference, 2. Sign of bigger number, minus 2. Here you are getting minus plus 2. Here you got minus 2. In first example, it is clear that subtraction is not commutative for integers. So this is all, or you can write in this way also, a minus b is not equal to b minus a. Okay, where a and b belongs to a set of integers. This sign is for belongs to. You will come across a number of other signs in mathematics. This sign is for belongs to. Okay, now we learned two properties of addition and subtraction of integers, closure and commutative property. Two more properties are left. We will do it in another tutorial, and these properties can be expanded to another operations also, multiplication and division as well. But we will apply for multiplication and division after we have learned multiplication and division of integers. So for the time being, operation we are concerned about is addition and subtraction. We are concerned about their properties, and for their properties we have learned two so far. One is closure property and second one is commutative property. Now related to these two properties, I will give you one assignment. You all do that assignment and be more clear about this properties, and you see how these properties can be applied in our questions. Thank you. That was all for today.